Is Therapy Gecko the savior we need? Bonnaroo fans think so. At Bonnaroo here, local in Nashville, they had this man named Lyle Dreschel who dresses up as Therapy Gecko. Here's an interview, a live stream with him. It's a man dressed up like Jesus, offering to be your savior. See, Lyle used to be a comedian online, but 2020 hit. He kind of lost his job and lost those opportunities. So he found an old gecko costume in his closet, I understand, put on some green paint, and now does live streams where he is Therapy Gecko, where he actually went to Bonnaroo and talked to 3,000 people, according to his management, and offered life advice and guidance and direction. And you can sign into his YouTube live streams and you can pay him money for an unlicensed, unprofessional, untrained man who puts green paint on his face to give you life direction and to be your savior. I just want to highlight, that was the Tennessean's article. Is he your savior? Thankfully, they didn't capitalize the S. But the concept is the same when your lead picture is next to a man named Jesus. That this untrained, unprofessional man is providing mental health counseling, and that's great. And maybe it is. I'm not impressed by watching his live streams, but maybe people do enjoy it. Maybe people say, this is great, and I really love the silliness of it, and I can pour out my hearts to it. And when I noticed in watching his live streams and listening to his performances, at least what it felt like, is how much he took the role of counselor or pastor or priest or best friend, how lonely so many of these people were that they would talk to a man with green paint on his face with no knowledge or expertise, but just a willingness to listen. I'll praise that about the Therapy Gecko. I'm willing to listen. I just wonder about the long-term effects of entrusting your difficult, scary, frightening moments to a man without training or a lot of compassion, but a silly face and a silly costume. Don't you need a little more? Psalm 66. Say to God, how awesome are your deeds. So great is your power that enemies cringe before you. All the earth bows down to you. They sing praise to you. They sing praise to your name. I get it. In a world that has lower values of trusting God, believing in God, talking to God, maybe talking to a green man in a suit seems good. But isn't there something to talk to the Lord and say, how awesome are you? Help me. In my weak moments, in my scary moments, I need direction from your word, not a comedian who dresses up in a green suit. It is indicative of our culture that people are looking for answers, and the best they think they can find is a comedian. We have Christ. We have God and his word. How awesome are his deeds. How comforting are his words. You've got a greater knowledge and help we can give in this world. Therapy is needed, but from the hand of the Lord, not necessarily the man that ran Adult Swim.